Hey tubers, it's Ben the Curious Consumer, and today we're going to be doing another Trash to Treasure video. So this controller was listed as broken on eBay. We're going to throw it on a charger. We're going to see if it has any power. The buttons feel like they're a little sticky and spongy. There might be some juice on the inside there. We're going to take this bad boy apart, see if we can't get it fixed, and if we can, we're going to do some upgrades. Coming up. Okay, so now that I've gotten the controller taken apart, it's in pretty rough shape on the inside. I'm noticing inside of this controller that it looks like somebody spilt soda inside of it. Definitely, you can see how it's like stuck inside, and there's a bunch of sticky residue in there. So I'm gonna have to clean this up. So I'll have to take all the buttons off, you know, pop it in some soapy water, just scrub it out with like a toothbrush or something. I did charge the battery. I was able to get this to take a charge. I was able to get it to turn on, but the buttons are so sticky, I can't get it to do anything. So I'm gonna clean it all out, and then we'll go back and double check and see if I can get this thing to work. Okay, so as you can see here, I've got a lot of stuff spread out on the table. I've taken the time to get the gunk that was all inside of here. I think it was soda. I mean, just by taking a look at this Q-tip, you could see how nasty the inside of that was. Here's the white side, here's what was all inside of there. It was all like really just caked in there all around the crevices and corners here. So all I did was I took the membranes off, I took the buttons out, I put them all into like a little hot water bin full of soapy water. I took a toothbrush I wasn't using anymore, and I just essentially went through every little piece and I scrubbed off all of the sticky residue that was left behind by whatever was spilt inside this controller. I'm going to change the backing of the controller with a product that I've gotten from Extreme Rate on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below. The toolkit that I used to do this today, I also got from Extreme Rate. A really high quality toolkit, great use, works really great. Also got this backing, which is kind of a neat backing. It's really similar to the Scuff controller backs. It's like a paint splash backing. It's got some really good grip to it. It's made for the newer controllers. So I had already started taking out the internals of the backing portion here. So I'm going to be putting this whole thing back together. I'm also going to be putting on, obviously, the thumbsticks. I'm not a big fan of these PlayStation thumbsticks. I don't like how they don't have a really good grip around it, at least not for my thumb anyway. I'm not a big fan. I like the ability to transition or change the thumbsticks by just magnetic pieces. So I'm going to be replacing those with some other parts that I got from Extreme Rate as well. So let's get this thing back together. Done. All right, so on these, you want to make sure that these are elongated holes. So they kind of look like that. So you want to make sure that they fit on the thumbsticks. They have the flat sides here, rounded top, rounded bottom. So you kind of want to match that up with the thumbstick. So you want to match it to the same shape. So it's literally shape to shape. And once you get those in, that's that portion. This piece here goes right around the hook, right on in. And now I can put my internals right onto the controller. Replace the one screw that holds the board in place. And once you tighten that down nice and tight, there you go. Make sure you snake that little ribbon cable through and put it flat back in there. That way this touchpad on the front will actually work. And there's the first half. You can see the buttons now are not sticky like they were, and these thumbsticks are perfect. And that's the front part. I'm not going to connect the power yet. Now I'm going to replace the backing. And again, like I said, I took the LED light cable here with the ribbon. and I'm going to replace it. And this controller, like I said before, is in pretty rough shape. There's broken pieces on the inside. So I'm just going to try to reutilize that just by setting it in place so the light will actually go through to the touch bar. First things first, we want to put the USB board with the LED light in its place. Next up, we're going to put in the little light replacement. Set that down in place. Right there. Kind of clips in there. And now you're going to use the clip. And there you go. Now that's back in place. And that's the backing. Now all I've got to do, slide this into place so it makes contact with the top of the controller, like so. I can then plug the power cable back in, nice and neat. Plug it into place. And now I just have to reconnect this cable to the connector right here. Line that up on the inside there. And now just put your backing back onto your controller like a nice little shell and screw the screws back in. I think it looks pretty good. All right, let's screw this back together. All right, so here is the controller. It is all set. We've fixed all the buttons. We've scraped off all that sticky stuff. I thought it was going to be a battery issue. Again, this was listed as broken on eBay. Here it is, the controller itself. I'm going to be playing a little bit of good old Star Wars Battlefront for you real quick and just see how this thing handles. So again, as you can see, it is working perfectly fine. Every button seems to work just fine. So pretty impressed with the fact that, and actually I'm pretty happy with the result here. I really do like this grip here on the back. It does add another dimension to the controller. It feels really good in the hand. Nice grip there. I love these magnetic parts that I had installed. I just love doing that to these controllers. So yeah, it does look like it's working very well. The controller seems to be handling everything like it should. And just like that, guys, one man's trash becomes another man's treasure. Well, guys, that's going to do it for me. I am Ben the Curious Consumer. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't done so already, consider subscribing. Once you do that, hit that little bell down at the bottom. It'll notify you guys every single time I post a new video. And if you are so inclined, don't forget to hit that big thumbs up, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.